All right, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of Ask Papa Swolio. It's your boy, Papa Swolio, Obvi. Make sure you drop your question in the comments down below with the hashtag Ask Papa Swolio to be featured. Make sure you like and subscribe for the Daily Swole Podcast. Extra thirsty. Oh, Eli's unbelievable news and so much more. Of course, Ask Papa Swolio. So today's question, without further ado, is from Miss Z Alexa, Miss Z Alexa. I don't know. We'll call her Mrs. Alexa. I'm going to say that. Oh, she's going to be angry. She always turns on. God, these names. Jeez, always spying on me. Anyway, come on, Jeff Bezos, leave me alone. Today, I am facing the challenge of exhaustion, Papa Swolio, chronic fatigue, even though I train and eat well. So, all right, let's get into, let's kind of break apart. Let's tease this out a little bit. Today, I am facing the challenge of exhaustion. Is it today, or is this a product of chronic exhaustion? Really, that's what we're talking about here. This is the product of just chronically being exhausted. It's not like just today, all of a sudden, all right, I'm exhausted today. You've been exhausted. You're chronically exhausted. You are just saying right now, because you're asking me this question right now in the comments, in the IG story in this case. So exhaustion recovery. Exhaustion is a product of not recovering. So the 7 pillars of Swolenormous are community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. So looking at what you write here, of course, you can only put so much context. So I don't know everything that's going on in your life. And let's just take the best case scenario that you are crushing. You are training perfectly. All right. You're eating perfectly, because you could be exhausted and have fatigue and things like that, joint pain, insomnia, trouble sleeping, and all this kind of distress from poor nutrition. And a lot of people think they eat healthy, but they're eating foods that actually make them sluggish and affect their mood. So putting that aside, let's say you are nailing your nutrition. Okay, that's pillar number 2. Let's say you're nailing your training. Okay, your training's perfect. The actual workouts are perfect. Okay, so let's leave that as your training, pillar number 3. So that's 2 out of the 7 pillars. What about the other 5? What about community? What about your recovery? Recovery could be kind of overlapped with training when we look at program design. If you're not actually recovering enough between subsequent, let's say, resistance training workouts, what if you're training, are you doing CrossFit 7 days a week? Are you doing heavy resistance training 5 days a week? You're not recovering enough. And if you don't recover enough between workouts, you are going to overtrain as a product of not recovering enough. So if you focus your training and you focus what you're trying to do on recovery primarily, even if you're trying to make gains, even trying to get huge, you focus on your recovery first, you're going to program your stuff better. You're going to program your stuff better. You're going to just make better decisions because you are biasing your body towards making sure you stay healthy so you can perform better, so you can have better workouts, so you can actually grow muscle and have more energy and feel good. So the challenge of exhaustion, chronic fatigue. Okay, so obviously you're aware that this is a problem. I just wanted to build that out and talk about what you're feeling now. Maybe you're at this one point, you're like this extra low period where you saw my post and my Instagram story, you're like, oh my God, I'm just exhausted. Maybe you're stressed too. So there's a couple things that you can implement right away. And of course, you might need more sleep. Most people need more sleep. You can check out things like, shutting down earlier, not being on your phone late at night, getting blue blocking glasses, okay? Because blue light at night, you're not supposed to have blue light coming in your eye holes at night. The sun goes down, so if you have blue light, your body thinks, oh, it's still daylight. So you stay awake and then you're chronically exhausted, which will lead you to having more sugar cravings and making poorer decisions because you're just not thinking clearly because you're actually under the influence of exhaustion and lack of sleep. So these are major, major issues. Sleep is major. Humans need to sleep every single day. There's only a few things that humans have to do every single day, right? We don't have to move every day, but we have to breathe. We have to drink water. We have to eat food. I mean, you might say, oh, we can fast, but you know what I mean? Like, these are things that we need to survive, and we need to sleep. There's only a few things that we need to make it to the next day. We need food, water. We need air, oxygen. We need to be able to breathe, and we need to fucking sleep. We need to repair. So if that's coming from sleep, you need to focus on your recovery and shift your mindset from the training to, am I recovering enough? Okay, maybe do an elimination diet. Maybe look at your nutrition again, Miss Alexa. Maybe look at that and see, okay, are there things that possibly am I eating? Could I eliminate dairy? Could I eliminate grains? Am I looking at nightshades? Maybe tomatoes and eggplants or red peppers, things like that. I believe red peppers and nightshade. these things can maybe cause issues with some people. It can cause trouble sleeping, or, maybe you're not sleeping well. Maybe you're getting 8 hours. Technically, you go to sleep at 10, you wake up at 6, but maybe you're not getting quality sleep. So there's all those different things. Maybe you're not getting in that deep sleep. You're not really getting in there. You're just kind of waking up, tossing, turning. You're not having consistent sleep, which means you're not actually recovering. So there could be a lot of other aspects and a lot of other factors are kind of playing into this. So it's really hard to say without more context, but understand that recovery is so important, which is why it is pillar number 4. Recovery is progress. You don't build muscle. You don't make any kind of gains, cardio gains, any kind of gains, unless you are recovering, unless you are repairing from session to session. So Ms. Alexa, make sure you focus on your recovery and try to implement some of those things. Start a meditation practice, start maybe 10, 15 minutes of yoga a day plus a 5 to 10 minute meditation. That will help reduce stress. Meditation will help reduce stress. That can help you lose weight by reducing stress and lowering cortisol. That can help a lot of other things, help you sleep at night. You can meditate before bed. You can meditate first thing in the day. You can take a 5-minute meditation during the day if you're stressed out at work. These are the types of things that I can recommend. And plus, if you're not surrounding yourself with good people, you need a strong community. You need a strong community. So you can find that here on the Daily Swole, with Daily Swole podcast. You can check out the Swolenormous channel for other content and for more community. And you can check out swolenormousx.com, Miss Alexa, if you're interested in joining the Swole fam. But all this stuff is available to you. All these resources, meditation's free. Yoga is free. Like, you can do this with no equipment. You just need to make it a habit, and you don't need a lot every day, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. And that's just a start, but to make those reps and just be more mindful in your present, day to day, moment to moment, about what's going on in your life that you can do better to improve. So I wish you the best. Thank you so much for your question. And remember, fam, if you want your question featured right here on Ask Papa Swolio, drop your question in the comments down below using the hashtag AskPapaSwolio, and I would love to feature you in an upcoming episode. For now, peace out, fam. Bye.
We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, a demon the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing.